Hello YouTube, I know I'm a bit late, but Happy New Year and welcome to 2023. This year I wanted to practice what I preach and be more consistent with my YouTube uploads. So I'll be uploading at least one video per week. I could give you a million reasons why I haven't been able to upload regularly, but none of those excuses would really be good enough, so I'm holding myself accountable. The content will involve the usual trade recaps, interviews, psychology, as well as more sort of day in the life and behind the scenes at Magic HQ stuff. So to start with, we're going to be getting into everybody's favorite kind of video, which is a trade recap. Okay, so here we go. Okay guys, so as always, our trade recap today is going to be on EURUSD. So if we look starting on the 4 hour, what we can see is that we are majorly bullish. And it's really the first proper high time frame bullish run we've seen for a long time. We've had a couple of smaller breaks on the way down here, but they turned out to just be continuations of the overall bearish higher time frame, whereas now we've actually turned bullish on the daily, majorly up here, and even on the weekly we've had a weekly minor break of structure to the upside here, and that it's been a very long time since then. Last time was December 2020. So yeah, price looking pretty good for a bullish move, potentially up to the premium of this entire leg, and potentially actually higher prices altogether, but that's yet to be seen. Let's focus more on current price. So if we go back to the 4 hour and look at the structure, we can see we've had a low here and a major high up here, which has been broken. We then created minor structure that failed to mitigate anything down here, breaking up again. We then broke the low of that minor structure and continued up. So that's a re-establishment of order flow. And so we then had a major break again. We then broke that major, pulled back again, failed to mitigate this discount and pushed up again. And another re-establishment of order flow was when we came back, mitigated that minor leg of price and broke up again. So the order flow is re-established. We have major structure again. Okay, so then what happened was we broke up, cemented the high here, started to pull back again. What did we do? Price messes around. We came back, just missed the discount and broke up again, so we have minor structure. Then we came down, broke that minor low, came back into the discount of that major and had a strong reaction from this double wick zone over here, pushing price up very strongly to give another major breaker structure here. Now once again we have minor structure and a continued break up. You can see that this candle did just close below the one to its left, so that is a valid swing structural high there. And then we've continued with a further break up. So this is where we are now. Now if we look to the left, there's not loads going on here, but what you can see is we had a major breaker structure here. After some re-establishment of order flow. If I could actually select the scan box, that'd be nice. We can see we cemented the low here and we failed to actually mitigate this area, and price has come in to that premium now. It hasn't actually tapped a clear 4 hour zone here unless you're looking at the whole buy to sell move, in which case you can see that we have tapped into there. However, it is certainly a daily wick zone and certainly something, an unmitigated area, and we have cemented a 4 hour high here. So a 4 hour high cementation is pretty big deal, and tells us that we can expect a pullback to at least the 50% of this minor leg, potentially coming even lower, but for now we can expect this. Okay, so coming down here. So at this point we can look at shorts. So if we go down to the 15 minute, what does that 4 hour cemented look like on the 15 minute? So what you can see here is we've built some kind of structure, like we're overall, also we're bullish on the 15 minutes. So this is counter trend, looking for shorts. But still the same concept applies. We've started a pullback on the 15 minute. So again, and it's major structure on the 15 minute, and we're expecting pullback to the discount down here. Okay, now what else do we have above? We have this sweep. Okay, it's not a close above, it's a wick above the high to the left. Now when we get a sweep and then we get the cemented candle here, that is a strong indication that the low that caused that sweep is weak. In this case, it would be this low down here. This was the internal kind of structural low that caused that. Now we can expect this low to get taken. On top of that, I believe this was also, no it wasn't, I thought this was an Asia range low, ignore that. What I will say though is on top of that we have, where we had this internal structure right here, we actually came back, mitigated the discount of this first internal leg, a valid zone there, and continued up. So with mitigated expectations, we can expect this whole area to fail now and to be weak after this sweep and cement. So we then, as price pushes down, breaks the low, pulls back, what we can see is we also have substructure. We have a change of character here with this low taken, and then price cemented substructural low down here, pull back, fail to mitigate the premium, continue down, so we have minor substructure here. Oh my goodness. And now what has price done? It's come up again, failed to mitigate this minor substructural zone, and pushed down, failed to break the low. Okay, we've now come and swept that minor substructural high, tapped into this zone right here, and had a reaction there. But again, we failed to break the low from there, so price needs to come up higher in order to mitigate something, and that is with the expectation again of price coming down to here at least, or even lower on the 4 hour. So now what we have is a tap into this extreme zone up here, which was still open for business because price never mitigated that substructural extreme. Okay, so now we can go onto the 1 minute to see what's happening there. And as you can see, we have tapped in right here, but looking at this, really what we've tapped into is air, just the imbalance in this candle right here. And really we want to see price tap into something higher up, at least this area here. What I also look for is a sweep entry on the 1 minute now before I consider getting involved. That is a sweep, and that is tapped into a valid zone here. So valid on the 15 minute, valid on the 1 minute, and we have the sweep here, and Now, what do we wait for? Well, we wait for the cement. We want the sweep and the cement in order to get involved. And there it is. Okay, so we have the sweep, cement. Now we can, once price pulls back, we can get involved. So, I'm happy with kind of a 2 pip stop loss, covering the high, and hopefully price takes us in there before taking this weak low that caused the sweep. There we go. That's really nice. That's what you want to see when looking for a mitigation. Is that nice reaction straight away there? Pulls back up, and then you get that. And so what we're looking for is 4R to get risk free. And then price just drops down with our expectations. We can see here that we could aim for that EQ pretty nicely for around 26R. And the expectations play out. And it's a very simple, nice trade that can be explained from the higher time frames down to the lower time frames. And you know, it's the kind of trade that clears out any losses. I had a fairly bad start to January, but it's trades like this remind you just need to be patient, wait for a trade that makes sense and is clean and taps you in and clears away all those worries, and yeah, you can continue on with your week. So hope that was useful to you guys, and thanks for watching.